So here's your control panel, guys. This is how you're going to tell what's going on underneath the trailer and how to operate a few things. So battery power, this will tell you how much battery power life you have left. As the dots go away, that means it's dying. Your fresh water, it'll tell you how much fresh water you have. So if you're dry camping, you know how much water you have left to use. Black water, I don't recommend it getting over 2/3, so that way you don't cover up the full sensor probe, and that's when you want to also flush out your tank. You do have the gray 1 and the gray 2. The gray 1 is going to be your kitchen sink, and the gray 2 will be your bathroom sink and your outside kitchen sink. You got your slide out button. It'll bring that slide out all the way in and all the way out. You have your awning button here that'll extend and retract your awning. If you want your water heater on gas, you'll just turn this switch on. The propane will go through the lines. Your water heater will go tick, 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 ignite. If you don't want it on propane, you want to save some propane, you just turn it to electric and it'll heat up that electric element. This here's your water pump, so that way if you're dry camping or traveling, you need to pull over and use your restroom or shower or something, you just turn that pump on. It'll pump the water from underneath and up to the water faucets. And then you also have a tank heater, so if you go up to the north during the winter time, your tanks won't freeze on you. You do have an entry light switch, which would operate just this one light in front of the door. You have an awning party light switch, and then you also have your main light switch, so that way you don't have to go through and turn them all off manually. You do have a fire extinguisher located by the front door, and then you also have a 110 plug. Here is your bunks, 250 max on the top bunk, 350 max on the bottom bunk. This is the bunk that folds up, so you're able to slide in whatever it is you want to tote with you. But to release it, you just come in here, pull this little lever, wiggle, wiggle, and then you got your bunk back. And then in each bunk you have a USB port, and you also have a light switch. So that way if they want to read a book or something, they're able to have their own light. And here is your bathroom. So you have a shower caddy, so that way you can put your toothbrush, toothpaste, and all your goodies in there. You do have a little space underneath your sink to store toilet paper, paper towels, and then you have a towel rack to store the towels, a few towels. And then you can also drape them over your shower curtain frame. You do not have an accordion one on this one, you do have these sliders. So always make sure you open it when you're done so it doesn't mold and mildew on you. To open it back up, you'll have to pull it towards you since you'll be inside the shower, and then it'll open up. You do get the skylight in this one as well, so that way you can have some headroom. The toilet is also made of ceramic, so that way they got rid of the plastic toilets. So on this slide out, before you bring her in, I always recommend running your fingers underneath your slide out carpet to make sure that nothing got stuck underneath it, because you don't want to bring it in and then tear up your flooring. So if you have a dog or kids or grandkids, they might hide something under there. So just always run your hand under your slide out carpet before you bring it in. This sofa is a jackknife sofa. So you just pull from here. No, it's folding bed. So you lay those down, pull your cushions. So it's a slide-a bed. And then you got that. Then you put these cushions back here, so that way you have like a headboard. Now you can lay maybe one, maybe two guests there. And then also you have storage underneath the long seat. You just pick that up and you got some storage space there. Always make sure you put this slide of bed back. If not, your feet will drag on the floor. And then you can tear up your flooring like that as well. the table, dinette. So you just lift those cushions, get them out of the way. Then you push your table all the way down, lay your cushions down. You might want to put a pillow there so you don't hit yourself there. But now the party can come with you. So you get sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in here. Now to bring her back up, move your cushions out of the way. Now pop your table up. Now don't think you're just done, because you need to lock it so that way whenever you're sitting at the table eating, it doesn't fall on you. So always put it back in the lock position. Now, any of the lights that don't work off of the light switches, you will have to manually turn off. So there are soft buttons in the middle of them to be able to turn them off. So here is a pocket door. This is to your bedroom. So this is as much privacy as you're going to get. And then you just latch it so when you're traveling, it's not sitting there slinging on you. So always make sure you latch it back. Inside here, you got a his and hers reader light, so if you want to sleep, he can read a book or you can read a book. And then you also have your wardrobe closets here, so you can hang clothing. You have a lot of storage space in here, the 3 cabinets above the bed. And then also you can put an alarm clock CPAP machine behind the wardrobe closet. And you have USB ports and 110 plugs here on the paneling. On this one, you also have some storage space underneath the mattress. So you'll be able to store some things in there. And this room also has an AC of its own. So you have the 13.5 AC. So it'll duct straight into here. But the living room AC will also duct into here with this vent. So you can just turn it, point it to the bed. And here is your carbon monoxide detector. So if you have a gas leak or anything, this is what's going to go off. So if you hear a beeping noise at night or during the day, come and check your CO2 detector to see if it's going off. Now you do have a spot underneath your sink. And then you have the deep sink. It's a single sink. So if you need more counter space, you'll put your sink covers on. And then you do have the retractable head on your sink. You have a lot of storage space inside your cabinetry here for your plates, cups, and pots and pans. And drawers. Got a drawer for your remotes. And then you got your stove. Your stove is gas. You do not have an oven. This is just a drawer for more storage. So instead of having the oven, they do give you the convection oven. So just make sure you use the microwave as convection if you want to cook something. Down here is your fuse box. So this is your breakers, everything should be labeled for you, and also your fuses should be labeled for you. Now if for some reason something's not working and you see a red light show up in your window here, that means you just popped a fuse. So carry some extra fuses on you. Alright, so this here is a 12-volt refrigerator. So you just hold this button and then it'll power on. And then you can pick your temperatures. And then this door doesn't have a slider lock, but it does lock. So when you're going down the road, your food's not going to come flying out on you. And then you also have yet another drawer here underneath your refrigerator to store more food. You also have cabinetry here, so if you have games or DVDs or whatever, you can hook up there. And then some more cabinet space up here. And then this is your main AC. Here's your radio. This is also your DVD player, so you should be able to put a DVD in here and it pop up on your TV here. And it also operates your radio. So you got your A, B, and C. A is for the speakers here, B is for the outside speakers, and then you got C for the speakers on the ceiling. Down here is a cordless charger. So you just sit your phone on there and it'll charge your phone. And the great thing about this one is if you didn't have enough cabinet space, you have a pantry. And behind that that metal plate there, that is your furnace. So that's just a breather for your furnace.